Welcome to the New Tech Live. If you want to join in, just head on over to the website at http://thenewtech.tv/live. Now let's go ahead and get ready for a good show. Here are our hosts, Matt Lestock, Wess Tobler, and Michael Knight.
All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 2.
Number 2, bitches!
Of the New Tech Live.
Yeah, so that's cool. Yeah, so you guys like the new fancy intro? Yeah, I got bored and I made it, and there's like words and stuff. I don't have any idea what it sounds like because I really didn't care.
That's all right. None of us do.
Wes obviously doesn't care about the show because he's totally doing stuff on his phone.
Don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So what's going on, everybody? Obviously, Matt, Mike, Wes, and this is episode 2 of the New Tech Live. So for those of you who are actually paying attention right now,
I'm not.
We did this kind of if you didn't watch Mike's November announcement.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Why are we doing a live show?
So if you didn't watch Mike's announcement, we are doing this to fill content on the website.
Right, because we've split out our show category into show behind the scenes, the live show,
right,
and then what's going to be the podcast network.
Right. And then in addition, we have some timing issues and things along those lines that, much like when we've delayed episodes in the past due to issues, a.k.a. Mike's divorce, Matt being out of town, Wes doing Wes things.
Dealing with stuff.
Life. But yeah, so I mean, this makes life easier for us in December. So if we release a produced episode on the 15th, we can travel to Ohio or wherever the fuck we need to go,
right,
if we need to go anywhere.
And I mean, and that's the other thing is, this allows us, in addition to the podcasting network that we're getting off the ground, this allows us to more readily kind of ad hoc things. If we need to, we can swap in a live episode or a produced episode. But we will definitely be doing live or produced episodes here. You don't have to worry about that. So if you are making something, we have a couple user submissions
in fact,
of stuff. So
I don't want to give spoilers out, but there is a user submission I will be putting in the next episode.
Yeah. And I know
first one.
Yeah.
I know, right?
And I know we've also got somebody else working on it. So if you're doing anything cool, anything at work, grab your phone, film it, be done, send it off, and we'll put it in the episode. As long as it's not you sucking off a chicken or something.
Well, it depends. Is
I
it
actually
technical?
might want to see that.
That's what, yeah.
Of course, I'm the minority on that one. Of course, I'm the minority. Why would I be?
Sorry, bro. Just saying. That sounds a little weird, but interesting at the same time.
That's talent. I mean,
how do you find it in the feathers? Stuff like that.
There's a whole lot of shit involved with that where I'd just be like, really?
So yeah, basically, we fixed the internet for this house. Last episode we talked about running a cable, and I know in the pre-show we talked about it. So a lot of you guys have probably already heard this.
Speaking of cable runs, here is what we actually did. So this is Mike's house, and we're following the cable down and through the yard. And if you notice real quick, there's a piece of shit right there. And
yeah, we didn't actually pick the dog poo up.
No, I didn't pick the dog shit up. And that is the inside of the... Yeah.
By the way, for everybody watching, I actually can't see what the fuck you guys are talking about. So
No, neither can I if it makes you feel any better. Yeah.
Now we got to put more monitors up. I got to put a studio monitor up to reflect.
I mean, essentially, yeah, I think we need more monitors. So we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then our phones and stuff. Yeah, we have a lot of.
Actually, what I need, I just need the architect's wall from.
Oh, that would be so
The
nice
Matrix?
from the Matrix. Yeah.
No, fuck
Yeah.
that. I want swordfish.
Oh,
That's
that-
the computer setup I want. Like,
Well, no, the only thing I
3
want
by
out of Swordfish
3.
is to get blown by Halle Berry.
Well, that's true too. I
Okay.
take that. In a heartbeat.
Yeah. Well, you know. I don't know. She looks like too much of a dyke with short hair.
I'm okay with it.
What the fuck?
No, that buzz cut that she has going on. It's just like nah.
I don't
No.
know. It's okay.
She looks like a cross. I'm not. I was gonna say something. I'm not even going there.
So we buried it massive. You said hope the lawn crew doesn't call in a late night mow. We actually buried the cable too. So
We did bury the cable. My only concern is I was thinking about this the other day is when they actually go to aerate the lawn.
oh yeah, we didn't put it that deep.
No.
Wait a minute. So did
Well, our
you
stuff's-
asshats not put it? Wait, did you not like put it in conduit?
We decided fuck it because it's
Really? Really?
what it's like a $20
That
cable.
one.
Who gives a shit?
That one.
Wes, seriously.
I mean,
You still have to replace it if it gets broken.
We
Put it
have
in
extra
conduit, at
Cat
least it
5
has
sitting
some
in the
protection.
fucking closet. It's not a big deal.
Jesus Christ.
How long does it take to fucking make a Cat 5
A
cable?
stitch in time saves 9, motherfucker.
I suppose. But this is why.
See, I love the fact that I get to pick my sides in this entire thing.
Here's the thing, though. I can
Like,
totally
I'm on
ruin
Mike's
your
side, I'm on Matt's side.
stitch in time thing because there was this. What was that box with the stick on the top of it and buttons? What was that? Did we plan that one really well? 'Cause
Oh.
I know that.
he went there.
I made you
he
sad,
fucking
brother.
went there.
I made you.
Fuck
That's
you,
okay.
I quit.
I've-
I'm done. Fuck you guys.
Rage quit. I mean, it's okay. I still have to finish the arcade, and I'm sure that's going to look like shit too. So don't feel bad.
So we ran a cable
You
across.
look like shit.
I'm not saying you look like it's just it's okay. I have to finish the arcade, and it will probably look like shit. So we're even.
So Lipo, the last time we had a live show, the bandwidth was absolutely garbage. And that's the problem that we had up until Matt got 100 megabit internet for $75 a month.
So I'm just going to pay him some fucking money, and then I'll just use his internet because
Yeah.
fuck that. That's ridiculous.
Not stealing the neighbor's internet, leasing the neighbor's internet.
Goddamn right. I even run my own subnet off of his stuff.
And that's what I was thinking.
Because you're double natting, which is always a good idea.
Hey, it works. Whatever. I don't fucking care.
Well, in actuality, the downstream he's limited to about 30 to 40 megabits when he double nats.
right. So it's perfect.
But he can get 80 to 90 megabits if he just joined me and my
Right,
subnet.
or if you set or if you set up a VLAN.
Yeah, but VLAN and DDWRT is a pain in the ass.
Well, get a real fucking firewall. Get a real fucking router.
What do I need a
PF
real
sense.
fucking
Yeah,
router?
we don't
for?
really
I
care.
could
Fuck
do a
it, who
PF
gives a shit?
sense,
This-
but
Oh, fuck off.
I come from the
PFSense.
it fucking works. Who gives a shit school? So that's where I'm at. Anyway, moving on.
yes.
Wes, you live in what state was this, Wes?
Colorado.
And what happened just a few weeks ago in Colorado?
We legalized weed.
How's that going for you, man?
Well, it's
It
not
looks a little
actually
hazy
legal
on
yet.
your side there. I don't know. It's hard to really.
Well, what's really funny is it was both Colorado and Washington, but Colorado is getting all the press.
Somebody's fucking
Like,
stoned already.
Not yet.
Wow.
Kawawabo. Kawawabo.
I'll fucking dry mouth like a bitch.
Not on the air, Wes. Not on the air.
I'll do it on the air. I don't give a shit.
Kids are watching. No, it's not true.
Not really.
We don't have any. children.
No, but what's really funny is the first meme that came out over Facebook and the rest of the interwebs was a picture of some city that's got like really heavy fog, and it just says, "Meanwhile, in Colorado."
Yeah, that's pretty. Have you seen have you actually noticed a difference though? Because I know this isn't tech related anyway. Besides, it's a fucking law. But I am really truly curious. Have you noticed a difference in your state?
There's no difference yet because the law actually hasn't taken effect yet.
When does it actually?
It's either the beginning of December or the new year.
Well, and the other thing is then they have to put all the infrastructure, put all the changes, put all the
Taxes.
guidelines, taxes. So it's not going to change for probably at least another year.
Well, most of that I believe was already ironed out. The taxes are steep, though. The taxes are real steep. The taxes are 25% on the growers.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's 25% tax for the growers, 25% tax for everybody, the people that purchase from the growers to refine it, for lack of better terms. So dry it out or make it into brownies or beer or soda, whatever.
Best idea ever. Brownies.
But then it's 25% for those people to resell to the stores. And I think there's another 25% as end user. So you end up getting like it's 75%, or actually that's more exponential than it is linear. So you're probably looking at 125, 150% markup from the original.
That's some crazy amounts of pot, man.
Well, no, it's crazy amounts of money for the pot. But the whole thing is, though, if the state government's going to make ridiculous amounts of money off of it, and would you rather go to a corner store and drop $50 on an eighth there, or are you going to talk to some shady dude that you hardly know?
Well, I mean, in look, I'm all for the legalization of marijuana, but in watching a lot of the talking heads, if you will, which I guess you can say we kind of are right now because. Whatever. Well, Wes at least.
Well, you can see more of me. Like,
You're a talking bust.
You at least get you. Yes, I'm a talking bust, and here's my boobs.
Is they made a comparison of the state lotteries to schools and the money that's supposed to be going from state lotteries to schools, and how the fact that almost every state in the union schools are on the decline and this and that and shit like that. So the money aspect of, how much there is and what it's actually going to help, I don't know if I believe, somebody's going to have their hand in their pockets, and whatever. But I will say this. I don't care about schools. I think schools are a big waste of time. I'm being serious.
Oh, my God.
Are we talking secondary school or like
well,
primary?
I mean, I'll tell you. I mean, I cannot remember the last time I used a single piece of information from high school.
I'm 50-50.
Do you write articles?
That's primary, though. Well, I guess English, like upper English classes and stuff like that.
But I mean, I was writing. I'd probably write at an 8th grade level, and 8th grade for me is,
I don't even think I'm writing at an 8th grade level. I use the word "like" in a sentence too much and say stuff like that all the time.
But okay, so
the huge difference between written language and spoken language.
Right.
Let's clear that up.
So what I will say is, if the money went to things like infrastructure improvements, roads, bury the fucking power lines in New York and God knows where else, and this, that, and the other thing, I wouldn't have a problem with it. And like I said, I'm all for the legalization of marijuana. Now, I stopped smoking weed when I moved to Virginia, which is about 5 years ago. But
Jesus, has it been that long?
Yeah, it's about, well, I mean, here and there.
Yeah, it was 2007. He was sleeping on the couch. That's when I met him.
But regularly smoking
Jesus.
weed, I quit while I was still living in Maryland because I was mesmerized by a fucking McDonald's commercial for about 30 minutes.
Which one was it, though?
I don't know. It was just, I was mesmerized by the golden crispy fries.
I'm loving it.
Well, the last time that I got stoned out of my gourd, I was still living in the apartment, and
God.
and I was staring at a blank television screen.
So I don't really do drugs. I have. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I've never lied to anyone about it.
Well, I'm speaking in the past tense, obviously.
Right. No, I'm saying like even 5 years ago, it still wasn't my thing. I especially weed. I'm asleep in 5 seconds. I will smoke your weed and fall the fuck asleep within a minute. Guaranteed.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
I do, because where's the fun in that? It's supposed to be enjoyable in itself, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh, I'm fucking done."
Some people find sleep very enjoyable. So
everyone else
I
just
see
wanted
nothing
to
wrong
play
with it.
Tekken and hang out and stuff, and I was all like, "I gotta take a nap."
Oh, that was always my thing. I love to get stoned and play racing games.
Oh, see that I could see, because then you got the visual, but
Well, it was just like hyper focusing. You would just be like,
turning around and seeing that face is awesome. So dropped completely, huh?
Yeah, you guys can go ahead and keep talking.
All right, stream issues. Are we 3 minutes of lag?
how is that even possible?
That is crazy lag.
It's peaking to like 20 megabits, but I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Well, somebody was saying that FaceTime actually has a thing where it peaks bandwidth a lot.
Yeah, but 20 megabits worth of fucking bandwidth?
That's a
Look.
lot.
Yeah, it is pretty excessive.
It's a neat graph. It goes like this.
I mean, yeah, I would show you guys. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah. So,
All right.
Worst case scenario, you just soldier through it,
Scenario.
guys. Yeah, scenario.
Sorry, Mom, I'm not going to talk to you on the air. I love you, but I'm not talking to you on the air. Last time you did that, you sang "Happy Birthday" to me, and it was released in an episode. That shit's not happening tonight.
That's pretty awesome, though. Okay, so if the stream gets choppy, we apologize. But if you truly want to watch us live, deal with it. And if you want to watch it recorded, it won't be choppy when we put the video out like the next couple days.
Yeah.
So that's unfortunately shitty, but we have to,
until we figure this shit out and what's actually going on. It's something that we're gonna have to deal with.
That's right. Fuck it. Show goes on. Damn right, cheese.
That's right. This is rock and roll, goddammit.
And we don't play no goddamn top 40s bullshit.
Oh, we were talking about the legalization of marijuana.
We're moving the fuck on now, Wes. Fuck it.
Well, I'm just saying that's where we were.
That is where we were. I agree.
So,
are you texting your mom, or you want to answer for your mom? What's going on?
Man, the stream is better now.
All right, thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. I appreciate it.
That's good stuff.
Good looking out.
That's right. Yeah.
Good looking out.
All right. So yeah, the IRC is going to be a little bit behind anyway. So let's move on. So we had a lot of shit come out technologically wise in the last couple month alone there that we was announced and then released in the last month really.
Right.
One of those you have with you, Wes?
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
Would you
I do.
care to
Show
hold
it to us. Oh my God, it's so pretty.
Can you turn it around so I
Look
can
at it,
see
it's
what
so
the
pretty.
what-
Oh my God.
What is that, Wes?
It's an Apple
This would
iPad
be
mini.
the 16 gig Wi-Fi iPad Mini,
It's
which
a
is nothing
mini-
more than.
Isn't it
is-
just
it is
a big iPod?
It's either a giant iPod Touch or a small iPad 2.
That's no. It's a big iPod. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I
it
hate
has the exact
Apple. I
same
hope Steve Jobs dies. Oh wait.
Wait a minute. You're the one that fucking said you wanted to dig his ass up and skull fuck him.
Right? Yeah, I was angry that day.
So this is the iPad Mini. As you can see, I can hold it comfortably in one hand.
Right.
It's effectively the internals are identical to the iPad 2. The screen resolution's the same. The only thing they really upgraded were the cameras. The cameras now do 1080p on the back, and I forget what the front-facing camera is.
720 FaceTime HD.
Yep. So one of the nice things, though, is because it's the exact same resolution as the 9.7-inch iPad 2, the pixel density is higher and the image is a little bit crisper. I would show you, but obviously the compression across all the streams is going to kill that. For me, I hate everything Android right now. I just despise Android because every time I go to...
What happened?
Every time I've ever tried to use something that's Android, I hate the interface. I hate everything about the interface.
I can't argue with that. I really can't. I used to say, fuck yeah, my Droid 1 was the shit because it was. And then I had the Nook color and rooted it through Honeycomb on it. And really, from Honeycomb down, everything has sucked worse and worse.
I can't find any redeeming qualities to Android.
I had gingerbread and then I had ice cream sandwich on my LTE. And I will say this. I will say ice cream sandwich was leaps and bounds. If you have hardware that supports hardware rendering, unlike all the devices you've ever had.
Truth.
It's actually a really fluid OS. And it actually is fairly decent. I haven't played around with Jelly Bean. I know CMod 10 is available for that device. But I had the realization a while ago that I got tired of playing with firmware upgrades and stuff like that for the phone and trying to resolve issues that shouldn't have been an issue in the first place. So that's why I went back to iOS. But like I said, Jessica, she has an Android device.
She's got the Incredible 2, right?
She's got the Incredible 2, which she's still waiting for. That's the other thing. I was tired of waiting for shit.
Yeah, no shit.
I was tired of waiting for the device manufacturers to powwow in the back room and butt fuck the carriers into saying, you will deliver this now. We're tired of hearing from our customers. And just, okay. Verizon, we will go ahead and deploy. It's like, I'm tired of waiting for shit. Just give me the goddamn features already.
He seems a little angry.
Well, but rightfully so, because the whole idea behind Android was that it was supposed to be very Linux-like and that you were going to be free to do whatever the hell you wanted with it, and as updates were released, you could choose to update or not. But when they were released, and then once the carriers got a hold of it and the hardware manufacturers, they were like, nope, we're going to slap our interface on top of it, and then you're at our mercy, and we will butt fuck you, to use Matt's term.
So yeah, that's good.
To our pleasure.
On the plus side, though, now you have an iPad Mini. So somehow we got.
I love my iPad Mini. It's light. It's functional. Everything works the way I'm used to it because I've been an iPhone user ever since it first came out.
Yeah.
I just like how our conversation went from I have a fucking iPad Mini to Android butt fucking us.
Although,
what the fuck
I will say this, and somebody brought up a good point in the chat, is the Nexus devices. So if I was going to go to...
the only thing that's close to pure Android.
If I was going to go to an Android, if it would have to be a Nexus device, whether it be phone, the 7, or the 10.
So oddly enough, you guys all know, including everyone in the chat, that I am a fucking Apple fanboy. I can't help it.
Oh,
I know, right?
So.
It is true. But I don't have to have the newest shit constantly, but I just appreciate what Apple does. There has only been one device that has ever even made me question it. And Wes had the opportunity to go fiddle with it and touch it in the store, and that was the Surface.
I do actually happen to have a Microsoft store in my city.
I feel like they're kind of getting their shit together, if that makes any sense.
And go ahead, Wes.
Well, the Surface was most definitely a step in the right direction. I'm not gonna claim that this first generation Surface is going to be any big threat to the iPad, because it's not. But it is a huge step in the right direction, and I think that on the next revision, when they address a couple of things, namely the screen itself, I think it could be a big contender.
Are you talking resolution-wise or just...
Yeah, absolutely. It was sharp for what it is. When I only spent a few minutes playing with it because I didn't want to get inundated with Microsoft people. Do you
Can I help you?
Right, and then I just pull out I had to swing. There's actually an Apple store within literally within throwing distance of the Microsoft store, and I had just bought a smart cover for my iPad 2, and so all I did was nothing weird happened. I stuck it in my waistband and
why do you have an iPad, motherfucker?
Right, exactly.
What are you doing here, bitch? Just get out of my store,
you little Apple fuck.
Yeah, I fucking hate
Apple
you.
using asshole.
Fucking Wes troll on the Microsoft store.
Goddamn right he is.
Troll.
You know what? I'm not above it.
This is actually true based on what he did. Yeah, I'm totally agree. He is not above
Well,
it.
and we'll get to that. But I picked it up and they had it set up. The one I was using had their version of the smart cover with the actual keyboard on it.
Right.
See, I like that.
The touch cover, I think they call it.
No, the touch cover's the. I think it's actually called the type cover.
Oh, okay.
The touch cover's the one where it's just sensors.
Gotcha.
And then the type cover's the one that has actual
Keyboard.
keys. Yeah. So that was the one I was playing with, and I kind of played with the keyboard a little bit, and the tactile response was nice. It was nothing near a laptop or an actual keyboard, obviously, because you only have 2 or 3 millimeters of travel. But having any kind of tactile response while typing was really nice.
Yeah.
It was a good weight. It was lighter than my iPad 2. It felt really good in my hand. The screen was okay. Like, it wasn't bad. It was definitely tolerable, but having a Retina display on my iPhone 5, like, I know what the difference looks like.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
so it was just kind of like, really, guys, really.
So how long were you in the store?
I was only in there for like 10, 15 minutes tops.
And then what happened?
There were some other things like I'm getting there.
I know.
Let me finish
know.
it. So the kickstand that they integrated into it is actually really nice. Like, it feels good.
It's a solid click.
Yeah, it's not like the old IBM, M4 keyboard where it's like that real
snap the
distinct,
feet
but
out, yeah.
yeah, the clack. It doesn't have that, but it's solid. It lets you know it's in place. So
It's like, I'm ready to stand up.
exactly, and it doesn't feel chintzy at all. Like, you can. They built it for righties because the chamfer, so that you can actually get on the edge of the keyboard or the kickstand rather to flip it out, is only on the right hand side. They didn't put one on the left as well.
Oh, that's weird.
It is kind of weird, but I think there's ports on the left hand side that
That would
kind of
negate that,
interfere with it. But you flip it out, it's out and it's not moving, and when you flip it back in, it's secure and it's not going to randomly kick back out on you. So that's a nice feature that I forget what they call that magnesium powder coat or whatever it is.
Powder coat.
Yeah, I want to say it's magnesium powder coat.
No, they actually had a
Soft touch. They call it soft touch, or whatever it is.
Ball sack.
Ballsack.
Ball sack.
Ballsack. Well, whatever it is, like that, it has a really nice touch to it. So we're like, you hold it, like this is a quality device. It really is. Here's one thing that I made sure to check after reading an Ars Technica review of the Surface was the power connector, because it has a maglock style power connector on it.
Right.
And they machined it so that the connector fits perfectly into this little recession on the edge. But the thing is, they didn't machine it so that it's self-correcting. Like, you actually have to put effort forth to, like, get the edge lined up and then let it go so it snaps in.
Oh, okay.
If you're off by a little bit, it'll sit in there funny and it's not actually connected, and you're just like, shit, this is stupid. Like, if you just would have put a little bit of angle, just a little bit of angle on the receptor, it would snap in nicely every time. And to add to that frustration, where the cover actually snaps in, where the connector is, and it's got two little guides, like, you can just take the Surface and hover it right over the connector, and it'll pop right in. And every time it's perfect and it's solid. You can actually grab it by the cover and hold it upside down, and it'll support its own weight.
That's what she said.
It doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway.
So you were there for all of 10 minutes, and I'm really excited about this because this makes me giggle, and this is stuff that we like to do. So what did you...
So in the best interests of the new tech...
well, we have those at heart, yes.
Yes. I decided to do a little guerrilla marketing, and so as I'm like playing with the Surface and moving the screens around and stuff, I'm like, ooh, Internet Explorer 10. Let's open that up. And, oh, yep, it's a Microsoft Store. It's connected to the wireless. Let's see how browsing in Internet Explorer 10 goes. What website would I like to go to? I know. thenewtech.tv. Enter.
Well done. Well done.
Well, and then on top of that, what I did was I actually went over to the first live show and started the video and then full screened it and ran away.
Yes, the 1 hour and 42-minute video.
Yeah, I just kicked it off and walked away, so if somebody came up, they'd be like, what's this? Close.
Oh,
What's
the new tech. Oh, yes. Yeah, so yeah, that's something I do like. Has anybody else like on the IRC done stupid crap like guerrilla marketing or anything like that before?
If you have not, please do.
Yeah. Like me and Matt, we did the whole dog Lowe's crap on the display by the washers, and we've thought about going back and put some new tech stuff, but we end up knowing people that work there. Is the downside, and they would know it was us and be pissed. So we can't do that. But yeah, I mean, if anyone else does it, that's hilarious. Take a picture of it and send it in because that would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
What else came out? Let's see. You had the Surface. You had the iPad Mini. The whole Apple keynote thing. They released. I know Matt really wants to talk about this. The whole concept of the Fusion drive. I mean, basically what Apple did with that keynote, as far as I was concerned, was Microsoft was like, we're going to have a big fucking announcement. And everyone knew it was the Surface. And then they were like, yeah, fuck it, we'll have an announcement too. And everyone was like, it'll be the iPad Mini. Whatever, fuck it. No one gives a shit about the iPad Mini. And then they're like, refresh everything. And it was like a new fucking iPad 6 months later, fucking new iMac, fucking new MacBooks. And it was like, fuck you, Microsoft. And it was like, well, that was kind of funny. I was watching. I was kind of laughing at the office, and so, but the one piece of tech that Matt has been kind of harping on about, I think almost every time we've hung out, you've mentioned it since then.
I have,
yeah, because you've wanted to talk about it this whole time, and that's the Fusion drive.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the reason I wanted to talk about it is because a lot of people were wondering, well, is it simply a caching solution? Is it, and coming from the enterprise where you have, storage arrays which have flash and battery back cache, it writes to there first, and then it simply offloads what, is in its cache to the slower drives and things along those lines. Well, it was discovered that in the new, and I want to talk about one of those new products here also after this briefly. Mm-hmm. So the Fusion drive inside of, for example, the new Mac Mini is a combination of a Samsung 830 OEM drive sitting at around 128 gigs, and it also has a 1 terabyte hard drive in it as a standard rotational media drive. So what happens is when the computer comes preloaded, you've got one drive, and it is an aggregate of that SSD and that rotational media drive. The operating system comes loaded on the SSD, and this whole conversation is moot if you never have more than 100 gigs of data that you're going to put on to your Mac. Which, I mean, let's face it.
Most people are fine. Me, on the other hand.
You, me, Wes, and everybody else here.
Multiple terabytes of bullshit.
Yes.
I built a 6 terabyte file server.
And it's full
That's
of porn.
6 terabytes usable.
So
Grade 5.
So in looking at it and reading ours and a bunch of other different sites and aggregating the data, it is not a caching solution. It is actually a SSD first, and then everything else, once that SSD gets filled up, older stuff that hasn't been read gets moved offloaded to the hard drive. Now that all happens at the block level of the actual device, which is good because you can have I'm trying to think of a good example, a virtual machine file or something along those lines. It's not going to move the whole thing if it doesn't need to.
Right.
So and for those people that don't have or don't want to, there's actually a link, and we will include it in the show notes of this live episode, where there are instructions on how to roll your own. So as of the most recent version of OS X, there's something called core storage that you basically can create this aggregate device so long as you have an SSD and a spinning media drive in your machine.
Lipo's actually saying any motherboard with a Z86 chipset can do it.
No. It is not the same as Intel's accelerated controller. Because what... and ours did a comparison of this.
Okay.
Where that's kind of what Intel does, is it'll use the SSD and a partition on the SSD as a cache, and then dump it to
the hard storage.
But what I did want to talk about is one of those new products, the new, and I don't have any other piece of Apple equipment in my house except for this phone.
Yeah.
The sexiness of the new iMacs.
God damn. I have two 27-inch iMacs on my desk.
Did you see that the release is getting pushed back?
Well, yeah,
that's what I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Is they're using the same manufacturing process that the Airbus A380 uses to make its wings, which is an aluminum welding process.
Yeah, the friction welding.
Friction welding.
Yeah.
They called it a high pressure welding or whatever.
They're running into problems in mass production.
No shit, really.
One could only imagine how they're going to take, and I mean, it really is. If you haven't looked at in
I think the other thing for me
the
is
IMAX,
the
it's like
laminating
sliver
of
thin.
27-inch screens that's freaking ridiculous. Laminating the glass and then the digitizer and then the display.
Well, I mean, that's
how the Surface got
inches.
Right.
Is a little.
Well, that's
bit,
how the and that's how the Surface got how thin it is.
Right.
Is because it's all pressed together. There's no longer the air gap.
But at the same point, I'd like to point out that as soon as that motherfucking thing turned sideways, the two basically brand new 27-inch iMacs on my desk felt older than dirt. I was just like, well, these fucking grandfathers can go. I'm done with them. They can go play golf.
But see, the reason I haven't got the reason I haven't gotten an iPad Mini, is because now, with Steve Jobs gone, Apple's refresh cycles are fucked in the ass.
They truly are. I mean, I was completely shocked that they would throw hardware refresh out in the fall. Everybody fucking knows that it's supposed to be every 3 months they announce something.
Yes.
Typically it's January, there's a hardware refresh. They kind of take March off normally for random shit.
Well, I mean,
sometimes it's a little hardware refresh for like the
Mac Pros or something like that.
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
June you have WDCC or whatever the fuck, WWDC. And then in September you have the school stuff, the back to school stuff. So you see the iPods and the music stuff. And then back in January again. So the fact that they said, you know what, fuck it, it's October, let's refresh everything, blew my mind. And I was 100% hoping that the very last thing that Tim Cook would say, oh, and one more thing, got to have that down there, here's a fucking Mac Pro. But they didn't do that. So, Lipo, you're still fucking right, you asshole.
Well, and here's the thing, though, is I don't think it's that their refresh schedule's fucked. I think they're just revamping it. Because they released the iPad 3 or third generation or whatever.
Yeah.
But the thing was, it was really just a minor hardware revision to the iPad 2. There wasn't that much difference between the 2 and the 3.
It was like
now they've released. Yeah. Now they have the iPad 4th generation, and it was a major hardware revision. So I really think, and I'm gonna have to agree with ours again on this one, that they're trying to align themselves more with standard corporate practices where you release your really big, awesome shit leading into the fourth quarter for the holiday season, just like video games.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. A lot of stuff does do that whole fourth quarter rush. Video games especially. You're spot on with that. I mean, how many games came out in the last couple weeks?
3.
So what were they? Assassin's Creed 3?
Three that I gave a shit about. Assassin's Creed 3,
Halo,
Black Ops 2, and Halo 4.
Halo 4, yeah. I mean, I know there's somebody in the office that's been playing the shit out of Halo 4, and he finally finished it yesterday, sort of. He's got another level to do again. But and then you guys are doing Black Ops 2, and then did either of you buy Assassin's Creed 3?
I did.
You did? Matt, did you buy it yet?
No.
Okay, not yet. And then
he's probably not going to, because we had this discussion last time where he was like, he skipped 2, and it's just like, what, American Revolution? Done. Never mind.
Well, see, that sounds interesting to me. I'm the exact opposite on that one. I didn't give a shit about the other 2, and I kind of care about this one. And for those that don't know,
there's backstory.
I don't play
video
video
that you need out of the first 2.
Fuck it, I don't give a shit about the story except for Transformers. But like, I started gaming again because recently I've had a lot more free time. So yeah, if you want my Xbox gamer tag or whatever, email me at mike@thenewtech.tv and I'll just fucking give it to you. I don't care who plays. But yeah, like I have found video games to be confusing for me. Coming back, it's been a good 10 years.
Old man.
I know. I really feel like that sometimes. Like, I was grabbing this controller thing that was like the size of my face, and I was there's this joystick over here, and then there's this joystick over here, and I'm like, this hand is not made for fine motor controls, for aiming, for trying to point at stuff and shoot it at the same time. This was for button mashing and combos, because I am a fighting game arcade guy through and through. So, yeah. But yeah, back to what you were saying. Arcade, fighting games. That's games in general, fourth quarter. It is a lot of stuff that gets released nowadays. What the fuck are you doing over there? Are you coding something?
No, I'm responding to a business email. I'm sorry, it's urgent.
Was it marked urgent?
It's from...
Did it have the little exclamation point
It's from
on
the
it?
owner of the company, so it's urgent.
All right, fine. Whatever. But yeah, so fuck Matt is where we're at. What else?
I like that. Pound fuck Matt.
Pound fuck Matt. There you go. Just everyone type fuck Matt so it shows on the fucking screen. Fuck you for doing business during a live show. But yeah, so... Oh, that's true. Yeah, Black Ops 2 being misshipped with Mass Effect. But on the same point, I'm kind of jealous of those fuckers now because now they get a free copy of the Mass Effect trilogy.
No, they don't.
Yes,
Do
they
they really?
do. That's what they fucking are doing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, BioShock is totally saying, well, if you got that misship, you
EA.
have all, or both of them, who the fuck cares?
BioShock is a game.
I don't fucking BioWare.
BioWare.
Blow me. I don't fucking care. So basically, yeah, I'm kind of jealous because now they get a game that seems pretty interesting for free, like 3 of them.
Well, I played a little bit of Mass Effect 2, and then I stopped playing because I realized if I kept playing, I would lose my life to it.
That's kind of where I was. As soon as 2 and 3 came out, Jessica didn't see me for days on end.
That's where you went.
And I I am when it came to those games, I was a completionist. I would spend hours just in 2 scanning planets like, "Oh, what mineral am I going to find today, motherfucker?" So yeah, I'm much yeah. So, it was my goal to amass every single planetary mineral that I possibly could in the game, even though it was completely not important to the main storyline.
That's awesome.
But you're a completionist when it comes to
I am.
Transformers, so
Yeah,
we have that in common.
I have to
But yeah,
finish shit.
Regarding
I'm the farthest thing from a completionist on this planet. I'm like, storyline!
regarding the Mass Effect misshipment with the PC copies of Black Ops 2. It was the second disc of Black Ops 2 that was replaced with the Mass Effect 2 disc.
Was there only one of those?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But here's the fucked up
There are
part.
2 different publishers.
2 different publishers. So who at the printing facility was like, "Oh,
Yeah, fuck it.
it's got a 2 on the end. Well,
Same
just use
thing.
that file."
Yeah, it's
you
the
know?
same fucking thing. Because
Wrong gold master there, buddy.
that is kind
So
of funny.
was the disc still printed as the Black Ops 2 disc?
Had-
like the ink was Black Ops 2, but then you drop it in and it was
Mass
like
Effect 2
and you're
data.
like,
Yeah, and
That's kinda badass, actually.
And because the PC games, the PC versions of Black Ops 2 came with Steam download keys, people could still download the game from the game from Steam.
Right.
So they didn't need to buy it. But we were talking before is some people like to have that nostalgia of putting it on their shelves and be like,
having
instead of a library, they have a game library. Like,
well, it's still a library.
which
kinda
one
do
do
that.
I want to play?
I kind of did
Well,
that
and-
with
and-
DVDs for like years.
Oh, I'm sure.
yeah.
Well, I still do it with movies. My movie purchasing has gone down quite a bit, but I still enjoy purchasing movies. As a matter of fact, I got the collector's edition of the new Star Trek just so I could get the little plastic Enterprise.
You're talking about the
that
Blu-ray?
the discs live in. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but the Blu-ray case is actually the saucer of the Enterprise, and it pops open, and that's where the discs go.
Oh,
As lame as that is.
I wasn't gonna.
As a matter of fact, hold on.
He's gonna go get it.
Yeah, of course he is.
Oh, fuck this. Fuck that. Okay, so while he's gone, let's stay on the topic of gaming, I guess.
Okay.
You want to talk about Windows 8 and gaming? Oh, see, at least that's okay. I like that. It's a full enterprise,
Yeah.
so that's good. It's instance.
Let me see if I can get it to break the frame like in the movie.
NCC 1701. No bloody A. No bloody
No
B.
bloody B. C or D.
So
You pop it open and.
yeah,
No.
pop it, baby.
There
There
it
you
goes.
go.
Like is that?
And then the discs live inside the saucer section.
Oh, see, that's kind of nice. Actually, okay, no, I take it back. You're not a complete fucking asshole for having that.
It's not just a model; it's functional too.
Speaking of gaming, and while we're on the topic, Microsoft made the announcement that although they're bringing Internet Explorer 10 to Windows 7, they will not be bringing DirectX 11.1.
Now, I don't fucking game as like we were talking the other day with Wes. The last PC game I bought was Far Cry.
Right.
So what does this mean?
Well,
It means that people won't be able to play the latest games on 7. They'll have to go to 8 because it's going to be built on DirectX 11.
Now that being said, DirectX 11.1 isn't even. I don't even know if it's finished yet. If it is, I haven't even installed Windows 8 on any device, even though I have keys and stuff like that.
I had a VM.
I just haven't had the need.
I know there's Lipo definitely has on basically any device that'll run it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And then I know Rock Magnet has done a couple and a few people. From my understanding, from what I'm hearing from people, is that holy shit, this sucks. Oh wait, it's actually pretty good. That's the 2 days. 2 days later, it's really not that bad.
It's not that bad, and people just apparently they use the start page as they do the start menu, and that's really the only difference. I mean,
but therein lies my problem, is because like you're kind of locked into it until you hit like Windows key D or the button to take you to the desktop, which then looked like Windows, like everybody knows, and
it's just tiles otherwise, right?
Yeah, it's just tiles otherwise, and I really think it's a faux pas on Microsoft's part to make the desktop experience look a lot like the mobile experience.
See, but again, like I said before, I think this is a step in the right direction for Microsoft as a whole. Unifying their interface across every single part of the company is a very smart move, and it's something that Apple's been secretly doing in the background for a very long time as well.
Right, but Apple's going about it the right way by doing it in the background and kind of releasing feature after feature slowly into the desktop operating system. And so then you're like, oh, look at that. Now I can do this thing on my Mac that I can do on my iPhone or my iPad or whatever. Whereas Microsoft just went, and boom, here you go.
Fuck you, tiles.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck you, you get tiles.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can understand that, but once again, no Windows in this house, unfortunately.
And the whole forcing people to upgrade is, look, let's face it, DirectX 11, even you can take 10 and DirectX 11 games. They didn't even come out till like 3 years after. I mean, I don't even know if there are DirectX 11.1 video cards out on the market right now. So
I don't think there
is a lag of, okay, the features available, but the hardware manufacturers have to get on board. Then the software development kits have to get on board. All that other shit kind of thing.
So Lipo just mentioned something pretty important on this that said they updated their stance on that.
Oh, okay. So now they're backpedaling again.
Big shocker there. It is Microsoft.
And no comment on this. I actually don't care.
And look, I spend every waking hour of my day glued in front of a Windows 7 laptop, which I upgraded and is actually a decent machine as opposed to the piece of shit that they gave me when I first got to my new job. But anyway. An SSD, 16 gigs of RAM, and a new display later, I have a functional laptop.
I love how 16 gigs makes it a functional laptop.
Well, because now I can run an Active Directory server, a SharePoint server, a SQL server, and a project server with still room left over for my...
And you know what's messed up? I have 16 gigs of RAM on my Mac Mini. Final Cut Pro still maxes out all 16 of those bitches. Like, I'm editing a 15-second cable run clip, and during all of after I do all the tweaking and stuff like that, it will max out all 16 gigs of RAM because it says, well, nothing else is using it. I'll use it.
Yeah.
But really, when it maxes out, though, the problem is it starts the page outs, and the whole system comes to a freaking crawl. I am so pissed at Final Cut Pro X right now. I am waiting for that emergency patch to come out that makes this okay. Because literally at, what is it? I guess it's X6, right? Or 10.6. It's the patch level.
Wait, are they actually coming out with a patch to fix the problem
they
having?
Goddamn better, or else I'm going to. I will seriously take you up on the offer to switch to Adobe. I'm a 15-second clip, maxing out 16 gigs of RAM does no good for me.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel you. 16 gigs is a great sweet number for.
I wonder if there's a way to.
I have no idea what's causing it. I thought I had it fixed that one time, but when I was doing that clip just the other day, it maxed out the RAM.
Huh.
Massive H is saying disable paging.
Yeah,
but the problem is it'll hit the 16 gigs, and then it'll just stop paging, and it won't page, and then it'll just crash. Fantastic. I disabled paging when I was using the Mac Pro with 9 gigs of RAM for video editing. the 2007 era Mac Pro that I used to use. So anyway, I got off on a tangent there. Sorry about that. Let's see. What else is going on, guys? What else are we talking about?
Talking to the microphone.
What are we talking about? What else has been going on the last month? It's been a month since we've been here.
Yeah.
Where's our punch list?
McAfee's an asshole. That's on the punch list.
Yeah, for people that didn't know, the creator of McAfee, who...
John McAfee.
John McAfee, who sold his shares in like 99.
Yeah, he got the fuck out way before.
GTFO'd. Yeah, he's apparently been indicted for murder and some shit.
Yeah, jungle murder.
Like his neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a fucking asshole.
He's all hiding now and be like twittering with the fucking Wired writer and be like, they'll never catch me. I'm on the run and I can do this all day.
Well, I mean, the fucked up part is this guy, I think, is pretty much actually clinically insane.
Most brilliant people are.
That's what I'm saying. When he was living in the U.S., he was living in like New Mexico on a ranch with like his own security squad and shit like that. And then he decided, you know what, this some odd large, absurdly large number of acre farm, not secluded enough. I'm going to move to Belize and live in the jungle. That in itself blows my fucking mind. That he's crazy. The guy's freaking nuts. And then, he killed someone.
Well, I heard stories about Steve Jobs, too. Like, he was borderline.
Oh, yeah.
Like, everybody would avoid riding the elevator with him. Because...
Your shoe's not tied! Ah!
Well, it wasn't quite that bad, but it was damn close. Because they'd be on the elevator with Steve, and he'd be like, so, what do you do? I do this. Really?
Are you good?
How does that add value to the company? Because I do this. Yeah, we don't need that. You're fired. Like, he would fire people onto the elevator, and then he would get called, and then that person would get calls from like his assistant or whatever, and they'd be like, no, you're not fired.
Steve
it's okay.
made that up.
it's fine.
Oh,
don't pack your shit. And then they'd constantly be telling Steve, you can't do that. Why the fuck not? It's my company. I can do what I goddamn well please.
And we don't need another fluffer.
Like you, Meg.
Aw. Yeah, that's the noise I make.
Yeah. That's the sound Mike makes.
ugh.
What was that?
The exhaust from my laptop is making my Red Bull hot. Hot Red Bull is
Cow piss.
kind of sounds kinky, but no, it's not very good.
Hot Red Bull.
Hot Red Bull. Yeah, he's fucking McAfee just needs to, I don't know.
Give it up.
Yeah,
Give it up.
that or just be found in a pool of his own blood.
Oops.
That would work too.
Oops.
Jungle revenge.
Those machetes are a bitch.
Yeah.
All right. So I mean,
What else we got?
we wrote down Google Fiber.
Yeah. What did Wes say? 750 usable megabits.
Yeah, it's like 750 usable.
I
like
mean,
real world.
seriously thinking about moving there for the show. Just for the internet.
The show's okay now, motherfucker. It's stable, like a rock.
Like a rock. Oh, like a rock.
Yeah,
Really?
the old
Chevrolet
the old
commercials.
Chevy song. Yeah, I mean, but okay. So let me ask you this: 700 megabits. What are you going to do?
750.
Oh well, I was okay.
700.
750 usable megabits.
Yeah, why surf an internet? Why surf the website at the speed of the server? Just download the whole fucking website, then surf it locally.
But see, that's the thing. Like the server that we're on,
Yeah.
I can't download from that server,
Faster than...
but at what did I say?
Multitasking.
45 megabits a second.
Multitasking.
Okay, but
I can torrent, play Xbox, surf the web, stream music, And
Yeah, but that seems like a lot of fucking work to keep all that shit going on.
I actually agree
I'm
with
just
that.
saying,
yeah.
it's like, what the
I'm
fuck,
saying you
man?
could do it. You could do it.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
come on.
could, but I could do the same thing with my fucking
Well,
100 megabit
let's
down.
talk
and-
about what we're doing right now with 100 megabits down. This is multitasking at its best, Wes, and I don't think we're anywhere near capacity.
No, we're not.
I mean, what's our up at right now? Maybe 5
4.5 megabits a second, and I have 25
Yeah, up.
still to go.
And then our down's not.
No, I have 30 up. 30 megabits upload.
Yeah, what's our down that we're using currently right now?
1.5 megabits.
God, that's terrible.
I know.
Yeah. So anyway,
But think
Google
about it. You
Fiber
could be
is nice though.
Mac could be torrenting every Linux distro ever and still not impact what we're doing
Why would you go with Linux distro ever?
because it's something legal you can download.
Good call, because that's what we're worried about.
You know what? I think I may just go and download the Avengers 18 gig file again just to see how quickly I can download.
We
No,
mentioned it last time.
I did hit. I was downloading CS6 trial via torrent because Adobe servers were being stupid, and I hit 9 megabytes a second down last night.
You said bytes there.
Bytes, megabytes.
That's a pretty significant chunk
Yeah.
of download. Oh well.
Yeah, when you consider the USB connected pocket drive that I have only transfers at like 25 megabytes a second, you're like,
Oh,
wow,
that's fast.
that's a little crazy.
All right. Other than that, we had some movie news down there, but I really don't think we need it
Why?
because there's really nothing great in it. There's good shit coming in movies. I'm excited about a lot of it.
You're
guys-
excited about Marky Mark.
I am excited about Marky Mark in Transformers 4. That's just me. I think Mark Wahlberg is a fantastic actor, but again, that's just my
As long as he
opinion.
gets rid of his gay hair.
I like his gay hair. I find his gay hair to be completely okay with me.
You like the pomp?
In
The
Ted?
fold over pomp?
that? I think that was fabulous. I didn't like Ted at all, but I liked his hair in Ted. Sure, yeah, I'll take that.
All right.
I'm just thinking of like The Departed.
Yeah, Departed was fantastic.
That was a
It
fantastic
was a great movie. It was
Shooter-
a fantastic movie, but his
I like
his
Shooter a
hair.
lot. Shooter is one of his most important roles.
He wasn't in Four Brothers, was he?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, he wasn't. Yeah, okay. He was the one that got the shit kicked out of him in
Yeah.
the street. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
He
That was a
really
great
isn't a
fucking
bad
movie, too.
actor. He's just
No, I'm not saying he is by any stretch of the imagination. He's a
I
great
mean,
actor.
How do you
It's
act with a
just
big penis like
hair.
that? I mean, seriously,
He's fucking ripped, though.
hair.
He's jacked.
he is jacked,
He
and
will
that's why he'll
fuck
be
Oh,
good
that's
in
left over
Transformers.
from the Marky Mark days.
Transformers
That's left
4
over
is
from
going
the
to be
Marky
fucking
Mark days.
amazing with him.
Do you remember Good Vibrations video?
Well, I
was just
remember, but he got.
Come on!
I mean, he was jacked then, but he kind of let himself go. It's the movie that is coming out or is already out. I can't remember.
Which one?
I don't know who he's in it with, but he's playing some like
Don't hurt yourself thinking.
Street Fighter, or like not like Street Fighter, but like some thug or something like that. I don't even remember. Fucking IMDb that shit. I don't know, but he fucking pumped up for that because like in Shooter, he wasn't cock locked in Shooter,
No, yeah.
you know. But
he's pretty much a normal dude. in
yeah.
Shooter, yeah.
and then what's Jeremy Renner?
Yeah.
What's
Jeremy
his
Renner.
next movie?
That's a good question. I don't know Jeremy Renner's next movie. I know eventually he'll be in Avengers 2, but they're not going to make a Hawkeye movie by himself. But that's a great question. I don't know if he has any new things, but he proved himself, I think, to me.
Oh, and let me just say, the fucking chick from the Hunger Games who's also Raven and
yeah.
Mystique in X-Men First Class, damn, did she turn out to be a hot piece of ass.
I actually tend to disagree with you on this one.
Oh no. Oh, no.
I'm sorry. I find her to be
No.
not
She's in
attractive.
a new movie with the guy
I sat through the entire Hunger Games. I was not attracted.
Is it Broken City you're thinking of?
But the Mark Wahlberg thing?
Yeah.
It may be.
Let me check the synopsis here.
Okay.
Let's see. An ex-cop trailing the wife of New York City's mayor finds himself immersed in a larger scandal.
Could be. Sounds like a Mark
Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters, Jeremy Renner's in.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what he's going to be in.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute. Who's Jeremy Renner?
He's
Hawkeye?
the Bourne Legacy.
Oh,
Yeah, Born
Yeah.
Legacy. He was
Yeah,
in
yeah.
fucking Mission Impossible.
yeah.
4 or
Once you said
whatever.
Hawkeye, I'm like, oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he's they're grooming him to be an action star.
So she didn't look all that hot.
Oh, this must be it. It must be Pain and Gain.
That's what it
A
was.
pair of bodybuilders.
Oh, God,
in
yes,
Florida
with The
get caught
Rock.
up in an
Yeah.
Yet another underrated fucking amazing actor as far as I'm concerned. Dwayne
It's
The
a,
Rock
it's
Johnson.
it's a Michael Bay movie.
It is a written Michael Bay movie, very along the lines of Bad Boys, Bad Boys.
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do when it come for you? I'm telling you, man. Pain and Gain is gonna be amazing.
This is just a big blue shiny dick, and we the balls just dragging along.
See what I'm saying? It is one of those types of movies, and you have Dwayne The Rock Johnson in it, who is fucking electrifying. That man is an amazing actor as well. Not to mention his backstory is just fucking fabulous.
Yeah. So this chick Jennifer Lawrence, who's in Hunger Games, she's in this new movie called The Silver Linings Playbook
No.
with Bradley Cooper. And it's about this guy who went to a mental hospital and came back and meets this chick with. She looks fucking sexy as hell in this new movie. I'm telling you, you say no all you want, but I'm gonna call you a bull-faced cocksucking liar. That's
What,
I'm
the
gonna
girl
do.
from Hunger Games?
Yes.
She looks good.
No, she does not.
Jennifer Lawrence is her name. Go look her up on IMDb and check
fuck
out.
Bradley Cooper. I've hated him since they were even.
What?
No, I've hated him
Oh,
since.
fuck that noise! You like fucking. So you're gonna tell me that you like Van Wilder more than you like Bradley Cooper?
Yes. And here's why. This is the dumbest fucking reason, and I will admit this. Bradley Cooper was rumored to play the Crow when they wanted to reboot the Crow in like the last year or so, and I fucking hated him for that because he is nowhere near
Rumored.
and that is why I hate him.
He hasn't even said yes.
I said it was dumb. It's not even going to happen. I don't even think the reboot's actually going to happen, but that is why I don't like Bradley Cooper.
Wow.
Plus The Hangover.
Oh, come on.
I don't like movies that are funny because they're funny.
Wes, was that a funny because it's trying to be funny, or was it an honestly funny movie?
Ted was one of those movies where the jokes are written to be jokes. Hangover is one of those movies where the scenes are written to be outrageous on purpose, and that is why I don't like it. It is not a flow that happens to be outrageous. It's like, fuck it, we'll throw a tiger in here, and here's Mike Tyson. See? You laugh at that. I don't find that amusing. Maybe I'm just...
Yeah,
me.
no, I'm on Matt's side.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
World War Z,
I'm
fuck
gonna
that.
fuck you till you love me.
Oh, fucking World War Z. I'm gonna have to agree with Will Wheaton on this one. Like they bought the title and then just made a zombie movie. It has nothing to do with the actual book.
Exactly, and I'm with you on that one 100%. Now, I know Surfer Chick's going to argue with us because she fucking loves everything zombies. But yeah, I totally think that they bought the rights
No,
to the book.
I have no problem with them making a new zombie movie.
Just don't call it World
But-
War Z.
Don't call it World War Z because the whole idea behind World War Z was it's the guy going around and writing the stories from what he heard, gathering his report post World War Z for
Right.
the WHO, and so you get to see like you're reading about these all these separated horrific
And now
experiences,
we have
and now it's
action
just
flick.
and now it's just tons and tons of zombies. The only thing that the only possible redeeming quality is that it has Brad Pitt.
No.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not excited about that. I don't like zombie movies anyway, though. I have very particular
Did you
tastes.
enjoy Inglourious Bastards?
I did not.
I did.
I did
I
not.
liked Inglourious
I
Bastards.
found Inglourious Bastards to be a terrible Quentin Tarantino movie. But
And yet, this new fucking
Django
movie...
Unchained actually looks interesting to me. It looks
Not
like he's
that
going,
one.
What?
Oh, wait, that's right. He didn't... It was...
Oh, you're talking about the Man with the Iron Fist.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
the Quentin produced RZA movie. Thank you, Wes, for backing me up on
Fuck that
one.
noise.
No, that one looks
Fuck that noise.
fucking amazing.
I haven't enjoyed a fucking
Wait, did the
Tarantino
RZA
movie.
No, the RZA didn't write that, did he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's he directed it and wrote it. I don't. Either
Hold
way,
on.
it's not a Tarantino film. It's just he likes it. That's
He didn't even direct it?
no.
Are you sure?
Yes, look it up, people.
What is
Anyway, the
What
next
is it? The Man with the Golden Fist?
Man with the Iron Fist, and then the next Tarantino directed one is Django Unchained with Jamie Foxx, who also is an electric actor. I like him a lot. I find him to be good and whole and complete.
Oh wow, you are right. The
Thank
RZA
you.
actually directed it.
Blow me, bitches! I know my movies.
And then Eli Roth and the RZA made the screenplay.
Mhm.
Oh, it's gonna be dope then.
It's already out and it is dope. I haven't seen it yet though, but I know it's dope.
I haven't seen it. It's dope.
It's dope.
It's dope.
You know what? You have my blessing to go watch this movie. There you go. It's dope.
I still have to see the new James Bond.
Yeah, I need to watch Skyfall too. I watched Wreck-It Ralph though. I really liked that.
Yeah, that was a blast. I loved watching that because there was just a lot of.
You should have come. I invited you.
I'm gonna download it.
You okay?
The old school gaming references were just great. Qbert, I felt so sad.
The
Qbert.
fact they talked about glitches and unused code in games and all sorts of random weird bits of crap that we
When's the
wouldn't
next fucking
normally-
Tron movie coming out?
That got backburnered for a while.
What the fuck?
They're making another Tron.
Yeah, they had yeah, that was talked about a while back. But yeah, fuck you guys. Whatever.
Well, what about Disney buying ILM or Lucasfilm?
All of
LTD?
Lucas.
All of Lucasfilm. I am
That's why. Yeah, I went back and
completely
said Lucasfilm
okay
LTD.
with this. I am
But they're making
100%
another Star Wars.
They're making 3, starting in 2015,
yes.
and then once every 2 years or so, another one. Here's why I'm okay with this. Out of the 6, which were your favorite?
4, 5, and 6.
No, but out of the 6, which actual individual movies did you like the best? If you had to pick one.
Everybody always says Empire, but
Yeah.
for me it's a toss up between Empire and Return of the Jedi.
Both of those were not directed by who? George Lucas.
George Lucas.
You goddamn right. So when he's not touching the film and he's just the story guy, they're fantastic.
Well, that's what happened
Case-
to Indiana Jones too.
Case closed. Disney's going to fucking rock it. I'm okay with it. They have not hurt anything they have bought
Yeah, but
yet.
he's not the story guy anymore.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
He is. He has given them the story prep.
He has given the writer a guideline.
Right, and he is there
Well-
for creative directing.
But when he originally when he wrote Star Wars, he wrote all 9 episodes in one go.
I
They just have
guarantee
to be
you-
adapted to screenplay.
Disney will not fuck this up. They cannot. And here's 2 reasons. You have 30 years of people that have traditionally loved one story and hated Disney at the same time because very rare is there a true Star Wars geek that's like, I fucking love Snow White. You know what I mean? They cannot cost themselves that amount of fan base.
No, they will burn down all the Disney parks if they fuck it.
It's true. So yeah, I don't think they're gonna fuck it up. And there was also talk of them doing a Marvel Cinematic Universe type thing with Star Wars.
Yeah.
If they spin off a Boba Fett movie, do you know how many of these fucking fanboys are gonna just come in their pants?
That's true.
Well, half of them will come in their pants, and the other ones' heads will explode.
If you just say
because they're like,
Boba
Fett's
Fett
dead.
in the movie, they're gonna be fucking. Oh, I love this movie. It's period.
Yeah.
Boba Fett.
See?
Where?
Exactly.
Oh,
Oh, he was in a picture in the wall there. Oh, did you see him? I fucking love Snow White. Thank you, Speed.
There's actually somebody named Chung Lee in Man with the Iron Fist, and it's a
See?
dude. No, it's Kung. Excuse me. I'm sorry. It's C-U-N-G. Kung, not Chung.
Gong
My
Li.
Hung Lee.
bad. Kung Lee.
Hung Lee. That's just her older brother. The big fucking. Yeah. But yeah.
Oh, and the RZA's in it too.
yeah. He is the man with the iron fists. Yeah, it looks to be quite fabulous,
I have no intention of ever seeing that movie.
which you've mentioned.
Oh, I'm totally gonna watch it because
Never.
I love everything that
Is Woo.
Tarantino's associated with.
Well, and it's Wu doing a Wu type movie. You can't not like it. This is the Wu-Tang doing what he's always wanted to do. RZA wanting
This
to
is
do.
true.
He
This is
finally
true.
gets to make.
and everybody knows that the RZA was the brainchild behind the Klan.
Right, and then you go on top of this. RZA was also the one that pushed for that shitty fighting game way in the back, where it's a kung fu fighting game back when Mortal Kombat was on top of the thing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there was a Wu-Tang fighting game.
I did not know that. I
Yeah, it's
completely
like
missed
talking
it.
about like survival in the streets. I don't remember what the fuck it was. You guys look it up on the internet, but yeah, I was out there. It was good stuff. Even Snoop was in it.
Snoop, Coke floats in my cup.
What is that?
I have no idea, but I like it.
You'll have to look it up. All right, so
I think we're good.
I think we're done.
Yeah.
I think we're done.
All right, Wes, do you feel good about this?
Yeah. Other than the technical difficulties, I'm a fan.
Yeah, and we got some extra footage.
I was told it probably wasn't our fault. Jason said that there is a what is essentially amounts to an international game match going on, and they're live streaming
On
the Ustream and on Twitch.
Oh, so yeah, we got fucked.
Yeah, we got boned hard.
Well, that's okay. On the plus side, though, you guys know what's coming in roughly 30 days on the 15th of December.
Yeah.
And we'll be dropping whatever episode number we're at by then.
So tonight's episode was brought to you by Video DJ Fail.
That's right. DJ Fail in the house. Yeah, I think we're really done. Rock Magnet.
Landscapers are mowing the Cat 5. We gotta hurry up and.
That's right. Oh God. But yeah. So 1 month from now we'll be releasing. We're on episode 6.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, we're on episode 6, and you'll see me finishing the arcade cabinet. You guys know that's coming. There's a user content that's coming in that too. Also, stay tuned probably in the next few weeks for the podcast network to get started up.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that real quick. So we've already had quite a bit of interest in people asking questions on what exactly they would need to do to create a show.
My favorite is, what the fuck is the podcast network? Oh, well, let me explain it. I guess we didn't do that too good.
So essentially, it's not just us.
God,
and I think we think for the most part, we kind of alluded to that fact however many times. But if you go to thenewtech.tv, and you'll see a link right below the header image for the podcast network over on the right. Mike wrote up a great frequently asked questions, really one-time asked questions, but they're now frequently asked questions.
In fact, some of them weren't even asked. I just said, fuck it, I'll type.
Yeah. Waffles. I like the waffles one.
Well, you know me.
Yeah, that was a good one.
So
are you paying attention while you're reading? Good. That's what that is.
Basically, we want you guys to think of a show. Wes and I are doing our old Dank and Shoe show.
Me and our mutual friend Will are going to do a comic book based show.
The three of us are going to do the New Tech podcast.
It'll be like this, but with no video and less technical bullshit because it's just us hanging out.
Yeah.
Yep.
More like episode 1 of the live show.
I got a buddy of mine that he's a electronica DJ and he wants to do a show as well.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Spin some stuff.
I'd like to see that.
And he'll probably do some cross marketing because he's got a regular Thursday night gig he does as well. So
that'd be cool.
That'll be really cool.
I know there's a couple dudes that want to do a video game based show.
Is that Logic Slayer?
I don't know what his handle is.
He says, I'm working on a gaming podcast.
Yes, it is Logic Slayer. And then, let's see. And then Surfer Chick had a fantastic idea for a podcast that we were totally backing. All three of us find this completely fucking amazing. And
she's not even in the fucking room anymore.
I don't care. I'm telling everyone because I'm proud of this and I think it's amazing. She came up with the concept of doing a episode by episode comparison of The Walking Dead to the comic book and breaking down the TV episode in an episode-by-episode basis. So each one would be one single episode, breaking it down and comparing it to the comic book and talking about the intricacies of the story and stuff like that. So I find that fantastic. And if you guys could come up with anything cool like that, do it. And if you can't, do something semi-cool, that's cool too, I guess.
That one's going to be difficult for her because they've varied so much already from
I think it'll be cool to see
the comic.
And as long as they keep that concept, I think, going, the further apart it gets, the better the conversations are going to be. Because it's be like, I don't even know who the fuck this person is. They just made them up. You know what I mean? And that'll be really funny. And I know it's going to be her and her brother, and she's going to try to get her sister involved a little bit too.
Really?
I do believe so. Wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. So that'll be good to see.
Yeah, I caught up with the Walking Dead. I caught initially the first run that it had. What was it, 2 years ago now? Yeah. I watched the first 2.5, 3 episodes. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll wait for this. And then I heard it was only going to be 6 episodes that first season. I'm like, whatever. And then they renewed it for 13. So this past year I caught up, and I'm now in every Sunday.
Yeah, she keeps making me she's like, you should watch it. And
I'm I don't like zombies. I'm a little scared little bitch. Look at my vagina.
Part. I just don't fucking find it interesting.
Well, it's not. See that, and that's the thing about The Walking Dead is it's not. The show isn't about the zombies. People. It's about the people trying to survive in that environment. They don't know they've never heard the word zombie.
I don't understand. Why not just watch bullshit television like Survivor, like fucking?
Because it's bullshit television. Because it's actually entertaining.
The Colony. Why don't you watch?
Why do you watch Psych?
Actually, I do like The
Psych's funny
Colony.
at least.
See, some people don't like that kind of humor.
Right, and so therefore I just don't like The Walking Dead.
Okay, let me see.
I could turn that right around.
Why do you watch some of those? Why did you watch some of those Food Channel things?
Because I was hungry.
No, like the Iron Chef and shit like that.
I would like watching how people mix ingredients together.
But that's not what the actual show's about. The show is about the drama of the cooking. It's not about the cooking.
He bites a pepper in the beginning, a yellow pepper.
Okay, well, this guy bites another dude's face because he's a zombie.
Yeah, it's just weird. I don't get it.
So ultimately, it's not about the zombies. It's about how the zombies affect these people's lives and how they actually get around. Not like in a car or anything but how they actually struggle to survive with every. If they took the zombies out of it and just put, I don't know, rabid deer. Or something like
I'd watch that.
That
interests me.
It would be the same. No power, no gas, rabid deer just eating people's faces left and right.
Going back to the beginning of the show, if it was like blowing a chicken, I would totally be okay with that.
Somebody actually, Logic Slayer and IRC had this awesome idea, and I want to see it. I want to see it happen. I have to say, I would like to see a zombie show where the characters have preconceived ideas of zombies and then have it be all wrong.
See, I could watch that.
Shoot him in. So you have to shoot him in the left hand and not the head. That's the only difference.
The pinky finger, just like the most retarded fucking thing. Like, why does that kill them? What? I sprayed them with hairspray.
Well,
and he died.
It's like the fucking one movie with fucking Mel Gibson where water killed the aliens.
Oh, Signs. Yeah, that was,
Signs.
Yeah, that's a terrible movie.
Terrible movie.
Terrible movie. Fucking M. Night Shyamalan. Die.
Blamalam.
That is
Lady in the Water. Fucking drown that bitch already.
The Last Airbender Avatar.
I never saw it.
Do not ever watch it. Ever.
Well, I had no intentions of watching that. That just I could feel my
kid
IQ
thing.
dropping.
So it was like she wanted to watch it. She likes the cartoon a lot. She was disappointed, and she was like 7.
Why didn't you sleep?
Because we bought it and it was here. And I bought it in Blu-ray because she wanted to watch it. And I was like, I don't really buy a lot of stuff for her for watching TV.
No.
So I was like, fuck it, I'll buy it. And then, so if you ever want to watch it.
That was a $15 mistake.
Yeah, it really was. She, the 7-year-old girl that doesn't give a shit what she watches on television, hated that movie. Just to give you guys...
I'll tell you another M. Night Shyamalan movie that I hated.
All of them.
No, he had that one good one.
Sixth Sense, the first
Sixth Sense. It was the one where the fucking almost Amish people lived in
the village.
The village.
You
like
that?
Oh, you can't go beyond the border.
Was that good or bad?
It was weird, and then you're like, this is dumb.
But what was the twist? Because there has to be one.
They lived like they were surrounded by a fucking highway, but they had this. So they had their
They lived
their
in modern
village.
time.
They lived in modern times.
Okay.
But they isolated themselves from the outside world
On purpose.
on purpose.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, I forget the actual backstory of it, but they had this ring
gives a
of like the sonic devices or some shit like that if you cross it you would like die and so it was fucking weird. And then like it was dumb. Just dumb.
Just fuck that
It was
movie.
Stupid.
Well, then he also did a Mark Wahlberg movie, right? The Happening, when that M. Night Shyamalan ding dong.
Yeah, it was.
Right, that was
The
terrible.
fog. With the fog.
No, it was the spores from the plants. And then the wind.
Oh, yeah.
The planet was fighting back.
Yeah.
I fucking hate him. I do not like that director.
Is it Mina?
Mina?
Mina brings up another good one.
Mina?
Is American Horror Story.
What is that?
That is on FX.
I haven't been watching it, but it's a
zombie
horror series.
Oh,
No,
see,
it's a horror series.
I don't fucking get that.
It's a straight up horror series.
I don't understand stuff.
So, and I'll tell you, what's interesting is, have you ever heard of a show called Glee?
Yes.
Made by the same dude.
Is it really?
Yes.
I'm gonna actually
did not know
high
that.
five on that because that's actually pretty cool.
It is. It is made by what's his name? He's balding and he's gay, but he is.
Hold on.
He is the creator, the co-creator of Glee.
Cheese Bacon is 100% absolutely fucking right. I am an adult and I don't like scary movies.
You don't like scary movies?
I don't fucking like them. I don't like being scared.
You don't like Paranormal Activity.
I'm not going to watch that shit. That's fucking crazy looking. I don't care if it's actually scary or not. I'm not watching that shit.
But you see, my favorite horror movie of all time is Poltergeist.
Yeah, but that's not even that scary. That's funny scary. The 80s horror movies.
No. When you first saw that movie, when did you first see that movie?
I was like 8 or 9.
And you thought it was funny?
That old guy is fucking hilarious.
At that point in your life,
still fucking
hilarious.
He was funny. Now,
not looking back now and being like, oh, wow, he was pretty funny.
He was funny then. Poltergeist 3 with the reflections and then the puddle thing, that freaked me out more than anything else. Just the fact that, you could go through them. I am not scared by, like, Freddy. I was not scared by anything like that in horror movies. Those were funny to me. I don't know what the difference is between now and then.
I mean, I'll be honest.
Real horror movies freak me the fuck out.
Chucky freaked me out.
That was funny.
Chucky freaked me out. I think I was like 6 when I watched it.
The concept of a little tiny doll being like, fuck you, lad! Stabbing people made me laugh.
Leprechaun?
No, see, that one's weird because it's got Willow in it.
I'm the leprechaun.
Yeah, that's Willow. That weirds me out.
The Ring?
The Ring
was Willow?
Yeah, that is. That's the same guy, whatever his name is.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. What is his name? He's got a cool name. I keep thinking about his name every time it comes up. Anyway, The Ring was okay for me. That was when I started stopping watching.
See, I thought The Ring was kind of silly.
Yeah, it's a strange concept.
You know, I watched The Ring by myself, and then the phone rang after I'd finished watching it, and that just kind of
ruined your whole life.
It scarred me for hours, dude. Because like I enjoyed it. Like I thought it was genuinely creepy, like enjoyably creepy, and then like the movie ends and bring. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, you know what movie really fucked me up, and this is actually a fairly recent movie, is The Grudge, with that fucking kid walking with his like down the stairs all contorted and shit. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, nope.
I watched that had the closet scene too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That freaked me the fuck out.
That was, by the way, the dwarf from Willow is Warwick Davis.
Warwick, that's his name. Yeah, Warwick Davis. So it was like the Grudge was 2004-ish, right?
Something like that.
And it had a blonde chick from Scream in it, Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yes.
No, she wasn't in Scream. She was in Buffy.
Whatever I don't fuck. She was in one of the fucking shitty movies. I Know What You Did Last Summer or something like that. She's in one of those.
I Know What You Did Last Summer was Michelle Gellar.
Anyway, but the point is I watched The Grudge. That was probably one of the downfalls for me watching movies from that point on, because that fucking bitch with the in the fucking closet.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Just let me pull my face open. I'm like,
not watching that.
Get me the fuck out of here.
Not gonna happen. Nope. I would rather watch terrible like blood porn shit. Like just like I don't know why. I just that like, came into my head. I don't actually care. But
we're just gonna call that polyporn.
Paul. but you know what I mean? Like that. Now that you mentioned that movie, fuck you. Thank you. Yeah.
You're gonna be thinking about it tonight. You're gonna open the closet door.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah. Fuck you, man.
You know what I'm gonna do? One day, I'm actually going to just, like I did the last time, sneak into your house. I'm gonna fucking hide in a closet.
Yeah, that wasn't.
I'm gonna hide in your closet until you fucking go to sleep.
I took the trash out and I came back to Matt standing.
You're talking
in my
baby mama
foyer. Was I?
You were talking to baby mama.
That's what I was talking. I was talking to baby mommy outside, and then I came back inside, and he's just standing there behind the fucking door when I close it. What the fuck, man? Like, where did you come from? This is why I try not to leave my back door unlocked. Matt's an ass.
Back door.
What? I'm so glad I talked over that.
Hold on, let me rephrase. That's because you like the back door.
Oh, thanks for rephrasing.
Thanks, Matt.
I'm always here to help, Wes. So yeah, anyway, if you have an idea for a show, no matter how silly you think it may be, shoot us an email, podcasts.
That's right, that's the point of this.
Podcasts at thenewtech.tv.
Oh, so we have a new email address. That's good.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
podcasts,
so
plural with an S, at thenewtech.tv, or just shoot one of us an email. Mike's probably...
I answer my email a lot.
He likes doing all that shit.
I don't know
Nobody
why.
emails me.
Fuck you, that's why.
Because fuck you.
And if you have any ideas for the site or anything along those lines for the show, if you're going to film something...
When are we going to put together the other iTunes feeds?
We needed content, remember?
Well, we have the BTS content. We just haven't done that.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. and then I got to create the subscription page and shit like that.
Yeah,
we'll get there. But other than that, hey guys, thanks for sticking with us. Sorry for the technical difficulties that we did have earlier.
I will edit most of that out.
Yeah, and other than that, we appreciate it. Next month, there's going to be the produced episode, and Mike's going to finish the arcade cabinet. We're going to have the first user submission to be featured in a produced episode.
And maybe Wes will do something, but he doesn't have to.
Don't be a dick.
It was just a little small. Just small.
Maybe one of Matt's famous short segments.
Fuck your mother. I hope you die in a fire as soon as we're done here.
Right, so, yeah, I guess that's it. I don't really have music queued up to end the show.
I'm just gonna play the intro again.
That works, and then I
like it.
Fuck it, the show's over. We're fading to black now. Screw you guys.
All right, guys, peace out. And newtech.tv, write articles, film some shit, post in the forums, and
hang out in the IRC
Podcast
channel.
ideas.
Podcast ideas. All right, we're out. Later.
Bye.
Later.